she has gone viral, all right? She's gone viral over hot girls eat Arby's. Yeah, she was wearing this outfit, this arrangement into the Chicago Sky game. Of course, the Indiana Fever, I would like to say, beat the brakes off the Sky, but really it felt like they underachieved.
Sophie Cunningham casually slipped on an Arby's t-shirt and, without meaning to, flipped the entire WNBA news cycle on its head. One slogan, one shirt, 800,000 sold, and just like that, a fast food chain outshines the league's own ticket sales. You couldn't dream up this kind of chaos if you tried. Meanwhile, in the background, Angel Reese scrolls in silence, pouting, watching, and likely wondering why it isn't her jersey flying off the shelves. What began as a quirky moment has peeled back the layers on the WNBA's deepest marketing flaw. And no, it's not about curly fries. It's that raw, unscripted authenticity from one player just torched the league's carefully curated branding strategy. Sophie didn't just wear the shirt, she became the story. If you're riding with Sophie, drop a red hot Sophie in the comments. Let's go.
Cunningham's t-shirt became a marketing phenomenon. Sophie Cunningham currently plays for the Indiana Fever and has now become one of the most recognizable WNBA players. And for Barbie night, she pulled up wearing a shirt that said "Hot Girls Eat Arby's," and the internet lost it. But here's the real backstory. A few months earlier, Sophie posted a video rating Arby's, and that video is just her being authentic in herself. And that puppy went viral.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Arby's a solid 9 out of 10.
Then following this, the phrase "Hot Girls Eat Arby's" started flying around. And it turns out that Arby's has been saying this since 2020.
Somewhere along the way, the WNBA lost the plot. The game took a backseat to brand wars, Instagram shade, and viral moments that have nothing to do with basketball. The scoreboard, background noise, the box score, an afterthought, but the drama, that's become the main event. It's like the league's shot clock is ticking toward the next social media post instead of the next play. And right in the middle of this reality TV meets pro hoop circus, Sophie Cunningham is lighting up the internet, not with a step back three, but with an Arby's t-shirt and zero corporate gloss. No scripted stunts, no trendy TikTok choreography, just curly fries, confidence, and unfiltered energy. In a league starving for something real, she delivered it straight, hot, messy, and more satisfying than any buzzer beater all year.
Somebody that has gotten ridiculously popular this year with the Indiana Fever. I made a prediction that she was going to be the second most popular player on this team by the end of the year. And then, of course, there was the big incident during the Connecticut Sun game. And by the end of that game, she was known as Caitlin Clark's enforcer, right? The one that's got her back. At times, it feels like the only one that's got her back, if I'm being quiet.
She's not calling for isolation plays. She's isolating the truth. No glam squad touch-ups, no airbrushed filters, no PR crafted persona, just Sophie, unfiltered. Curly fries in one hand, the league's entire marketing playbook crumbling in the other. While players like Angel Reese chase clout like a loose rebound, stirring up drama for clicks and posting TikToks that feel more like casting calls for love and basketball, Sophie's doing the opposite. She's unbothered, ungimmicked, and unapologetically herself. No thirst traps, no staged beefs, just real talk and 800,000 t-shirts flying off shelves like common sense finally went on sale. In a league obsessed with optics, she's doing the one thing that can't be manufactured, being real. And right now, that might be the most unstoppable move in the entire game.
Let's talk about Arby's. She is now on the Arby's payroll. Decided that it was a match made in roast beef heaven. Hot girls eat Arby's. No knock on Arby's, Sophie, but if you give Arby's 9 out of 10, I'll take you to Racks. I'll buy you some Racks, and I think you will find that hot girls probably eat Racks. Arby's has a new spokeswoman, and it just so happens to be Sophie Cunningham. Yeah, that's right. Sophie Cunningham, who took to her social media to discuss how much she enjoyed a trip that she made to Arby's.
It's like someone cracked a window in a room full of recycled air and a breeze of honesty came rushing in. Judging by the side eyes, it knocked a few glued-on lashes loose. Because when someone like Sophie Cunningham starts generating genuine, unscripted fan love, the league gets a little twitchy. She's not part of the curated Instagram sisterhood. She's not dancing for the camera after a 2 for 10 shooting night. And she's definitely not faking bestie vibes just to squeeze into the next WNBA hype montage. Sophie's off-script, off-brand, and somehow exactly the kind of fresh air fans didn't even know they were suffocating without.
Cunningham has broken the internet in multiple ways over the last day. All right, the other day before the Chicago Sky game, this Barbie, and let's be real, let's be honest. If you were going to cast somebody as Barbie, there's a good chance you'd take a long, hard look at Sophie Cunningham.
That's why people gravitate toward her. In a league overflowing with performance art, Sophie's just real. No wigs, no filter-heavy facades, no personality meetings disguised as brand strategy sessions. Just basketball, blunt honesty, and somehow a strangely iconic Arby's moment. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what fans have been starving for. Athletes who actually act like athletes. Who knew? Revolutionary idea.
Let's get it! Burn! Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump. Not great! Burn!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow.
Yeah! Again! Do it for me. Me bound!
It's the same reason Caitlin Clark flipped the WNBA narrative on its head without catering to anyone. It's why Aaliyah Boston cuts through the noise like a walking fact check. They're not chasing viral moments, they're becoming icons simply by showing up and performing. And that unsettles people, because when fans start gravitating toward the raw and unscripted, all those smoke and mirrors branding plays start to malfunction. Which begs an uncomfortable question. If the WNBA still can't figure out how to turn its actual stars into household names, then what are we even doing? The talent is unreal. The presence is magnetic, but the league's machine keeps favoring gimmicks over greatness, TikTok clout over toughness, catchphrases over court vision, and hairstyles over handles. And that disconnect, it's costing the league far more than just views.
1,000 followers overnight. I don't know if you guys knew, she had like 300 or something less than 48 hours ago. Insane. The enforcer has arrived. And she even posted like twice since then, bro. She's totally taken it to a whole new level. Like, Caitlin Clark has a new star. This is like a new star in the WNBA. People ain't gonna like it. People aren't gonna like it. Trace Leches, you know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexi Hull, which, by the way, kind of was obsessed with her before she even came along.
It's starting to feel less like a professional sports league and more like a sneaker-clad beauty pageant. The currency isn't points or assists anymore. It's selfies, tunnel fits, and whose nails catch the most light under the Jumbotron. And in all that curated chaos, the real hoopers, the grinders, the pros who stay locked in and let their game do the talking are getting drowned out by the noise.
Caitlin Clark's teammate Sophie Cunningham's jersey has officially sold out on the Fever website. And this comes the same week as the chippy foul that led to some ejections at the end of the game. It was a bit of a revenge foul taken up for Caitlin Clark after a hard foul on the other end. And then immediately a petition online from the Caitlin Clark haters to have Sophie Cunningham removed from the WNBA. They're trying to get folks to sign it. They said what she displayed tonight was disgusting. And yeah, it was a hard foul, but now it has the Caitlin Clark fans rallying around her, buying up her jerseys to the point they've officially sold out. Fortunately for this petition, I think they just turned Sophie Cunningham into a new WNBA A-list.
That's why Sophie's moment hit the way it did. It was authenticity versus algorithm. No persona to perform, no glam team curating the fit, just a t-shirt, a smirk, and a whole lot of real. And almost instantly, you could sense the discomfort from players who've built their entire image on attitude without the output to match. Sophie didn't play the game, she exposed it. She showed that fans will rally behind someone genuine far faster than someone manufactured. And suddenly, the visibility matters crowd went quiet, because that visibility didn't follow their script. Nothing exposes the performative quite like someone winning without performing.
Like about Sophie is that she's tough. So when Caitlin Clark last week, or not last week, a couple days ago, when Caitlin Clark got destroyed, her girl Sophie came to her defense, and this was the most beast mode thing that I've seen a woman do in WNBA history. Now, Sophie, who's my one of my favorites now, she's become one of my favorite WNBA players. I'm gonna watch her too, like I watch Caitlin. Look at what she did, and people may not say that this was in response or whatever the case may be, but I feel like Sophie is like,
Sophie Cunningham is the worst case scenario for the curated chaos crowd, a fan favorite without the fabrication. And the beauty of it? This was never just about Sophie. It's about what she represents, a seismic shift in what fans actually crave. Not influencers in sneakers, not reality show rivalries pretending to be basketball, but real athletes, authentic, hardworking, and unapologetically themselves. No theatrics, no weekly drama cycles, just presence and performance. Sophie's rise didn't come with a PR team or a branding blueprint. It was built on consistency, honesty, and just enough offbeat charm to make her feel real. And that's exactly why it's threatening, because it proves the league's been chasing relatable in all the wrong ways.